Hi, my name is Casey. I'm here again for the workout for this Wednesday. This week we're going to build off of last week. So we're going to put ourselves in a better spot with the weights. Hopefully we can preload ourselves, get warmed up, and get ready to rock and roll. So first we'll do our dragonflies with our Supermans first. So the Supermans, make sure we don't overarch our back. Want to inhale as you go down, exhale as you go back up. We're going to alternate I's and T's here. So T's being at the side, I's out to the front. So we'll start chest down. Exhale, hold, change, thumbs up. That's 1, 2, Next we'll do like last week, our dragonflies here. We're going to do them stationary. We're going to work out one side at a time. So I'm going to go with my left leg first and twist left. So again, we plant our heel on the ground, head even with our toe, knees behind our toe, and we have our back foot off the ground, legs straight. We're going to exhale and twist towards the knee that's going to be up in the air. So I'm going to start here, leg is straight, hips are straight. Exhale. Hit that bottom arm and let the top arm. Change sides. Another 10 per leg and arm here. Knee behind my toe. Plant. This time rotate to the right. Right knee is up. Everything is square. Left toe is on the ground. Keep breathing. Really find that stretch. It should be in the glutes here, lower back, upper back. All right, so we need a water break, grab some water. Next we'll go back to our I's and T's, 10 per again. I'll do my T's first. At any point, does your lower back start to hurt around 4, 5, or 6, whatever it is, just stop there. Don't go through the pain. It shouldn't be a ouch pain. It might be a burning sensation, but it should not be any kind of pain that's like stabbing or on the spine directly. Our last run of our dragonflies here. I'll twist right this time first. My left side last time first. This side a fair shot. Make sure your head follows your hands to the ceiling. Change sides for the last time through. Just twice for the dragonflies and the Supermans here. Keep that back toe flat. Or come off the ground or wobble too much back and forth. Keep breathing. All right. Those are our Superman's I's and T's, as well as our dragonflies alternating with the windmill. Next, we have our twisting lunges with also our reverse flies for our next superset. Either can be performed just body weights or light weights. I'm going to use a 12-pound dumbbell for our lunges. Our main goal is not to go heavy. Our main goal here is to make sure we are making the hips looser with each movement, getting it prepared for our main lift, which will be later on in the workout. So for our lunges here, I'm going to start back, alternating sides. If I lunge with my right, I'm going to twist to the right and push back up. That's one. Change sides, same idea. Twist, that's two. One, inhale down, exhale, back up. I want to make sure we have our chest follow our hands, as well as have our land on our heel, push off our heel. Let's come up, make sure our knees behind our toe. Should feel this mainly in the quads, also in the hip flexors too. Part of the quads there. Maybe in the glutes, depending on what you're tight. Might be lower back. You can rest down your knee if you want to for more of a stretch. To anchor that knee down. Inhale down, exhale back up. Next, I'm going to use 7.5-pound dumbbell weights for our reverse flies. Main goal for the reverse flies is to make sure our chest is parallel at the ground. I want to make sure as well we have a slight bend in the elbow. Working mainly upper back here, traps, rotator cuffs, rhomboids, maybe some lats too. Make sure though, the weight's not too heavy. It's a very weak muscle group. Again, our main idea here is to warm things up and get things ready for the main lifts later on in the workouts. I have 7.5 pounds here, aim for 15 reps. I'll bend over at the waist, weight on my heels, chest parallel to the ground, and I can have your elbows bent up towards the ceiling, or you can go, I'm going to go personally a little bit more arms straight, makes the weight seem heavier. I'm going to come back up. I'll exhale, push my chest to the ground as I come back up. Don't want to rock too much, don't want to be going here. Keep the chest down, keep the weight light. Make those muscles work in the back, right your lower back, and momentum. Make sure you control the weight on the way down. You want to go up and slam down. Control the weight. 1 1,000, 2. 1 1,000, 2. Great. We go back to our lunges, the twist. Hold again here. Another 10 per side. You can make the lunge and the twist all in one motion. As you land, twist, and twist as you come back up. And then we go back to our reverse flies. Last time through. Again, chest to the floor, an angle here. Shoulders set back. Weight at our heels. Exhale. Push the chest towards the ground. All right. That concludes our reverse flies and lunge with the twist. You can vary weights there. If I start lighter, I think go heavier, but I keep the same weights there based on minimal weights being used here. So our goal again is to have good form, stay functional, and get warmed up for the workout. So next for our warm-up, we'll do our up-down planks for our triceps, serratus, upper back, and core, a little bit of hips too. And then next we'll do, which is that one, maybe double check here, will be our side planks with the leg lift. We did these last week to the stationary. We're gonna add a little more mobility to the hips to get them warmed up for our next major lift, which is the next step. So first off, we're gonna go into a side plank. Again, make sure your elbow is under your shoulder. You don't wanna be on the front or behind. Have those shoulders set. The main weight should be through your shoulder joints. If your elbow should not be out over your serratus, putting things pressure on your own shoulder girdle. So we'll come back into here again. We're gonna come back into a high plank. You can go low if you want to. I'm gonna go high here. So we'll come back up, shoulders set. We're gonna come back up, feet are flat on the ground. We're gonna roll forward or roll backward. We'll come back up, we'll raise up, inhale, down, exhale, back up. Total of 10% here. Rather control the leg on the way down. You want to use that glutes and abductors to raise the leg. Don't use momentum. We'll then change sides here. Anytime you do any unilateral work, one body part at a time, make sure to always do your non-dominant side first. Let that side lead the way when it comes to weights and sets. You want to have your good side go first, not be able to match it with your bad side. So same idea here, feet flat. Shoulder under my elbow. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Next would be our up-down planks. You can do it if you want to on your knees, a little bit easier. I'm gonna go on my upward plank stance. Hands and toes. Did these last week. Remember to always have each arm lead the way each time. I'm going to go a total of 5 reps per arm. That means my left arm leads the way 5 times. The right arm, same idea. So I'm going to go left arm first, when I'm dominant side, then right arm afterwards. So get elbows under your shoulders. Make sure the butt's not too high or too low. Next, keep the plank here. I'm going to go up. Now remember, we don't want to have our upper body too moving. So when we come back down, we want to be going back and forth. Keep your chest square to the ground. So inhale down, exhale back up. I'm going to go 8 here. Right, left side done. That's the right side. All right, one set down. We'll go back into our leg abduction in the side plank. I'm gonna go with my left side first again, my non-dominant side. Go back, shoulder on the elbow, shoulders set. Feet are even. We'll pike up, nice tight core. The hips stay high. Exhale, exhale. 6, 8. Back to our right side. Same idea here again. Same thing. Feet are straight. Make sure your hips too aren't going backward. Make sure they're engaged to where you're looking. Push your knees down the track. So I'm gonna come back up into here. Head even. Hips engaged. All right, last round there. Again, back to up, down planks. We're gonna go left side first again. Another 8 per side, and then change sides again. Make sure you keep breathing. Need to grab water, go ahead and grab some water. Eight done there. Back to the right side. I'm gonna go feet wider, a little bit easier. Feet more narrow, more of a challenge. All right, those are side plank abductions as well as our up down planks. That's your last warm-up set for our workout. Next set will be our working sets. The last year workouts have been all 2 sets. This will be 3 sets now. So we're working on a main focal points. I'm moving the max amount of weight. We're all primed now, ready to rock and roll. So next set, I would say, have your water ready, and we're already dehydrated. So next is the main crux of the workout. We're gonna have our chest press, dumbbell row, 1 arm at a time. Chest press is 1 arm at a time, a little more core and stability. I'm going to use the ground for my chest press because everybody has a bench at home. I have a bench to put my hand down for my rows. You don't have to use a bench. You can keep your chest square to the ground and do a row this way. I want to go a little bit heavier and maximize the weight while I can. I also am going to do with this also squats. So the squats are going to be 1 arm at a time, alternating sides. So we'll go through those in a second. But I'm going to use the same weight for each lift. Main goal there is because everybody at home has to have a dumbbell rack to work with. So we're going to work with 1 weight. I have 60 pounds. We're going to keep the reps around 6 to 10 range. We're going to go faster, or going through 3 times through. So it's going to add up. And I want to make sure that I'm not going to cut myself short if I go too many reps the first couple sets. I want to make sure I get through all 3 sets, the same amount of reps, and maximize my time under tension. So first things first, for me, the harder of the 2 will be my chest press. So I'm going to hit the dumbbell here. Depending on how heavy your dumbbell is, it might be kind of a chore to get things up. So I'm going to come back here with 1 arm. We're going to rest our arm on the ground. Inhale down, exhale back up. Make sure you pause on the ground. Now again, do your non-dominant side first. For me, that's left. My dominant side is right. I can always match my left side with my right side. I'm going to have my feet at 90 degrees. You can go flat or at tabletop. Tabletop's a little more core. I go through all 3 of those. I prefer to go feet at 90, feet flat if you want a little more core. So I'm going to go with my very first set here. Rock the weight up. All right. So first round, shoulders going to be square to the ground. We'll come back down. Legs at 90, nice tall chest. Weights resting. Want to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. All right. Which side's done? Now to the right side. All right, so chest is done. For me, next, hardest one will be rows. Squats will be the easiest with a lot of weight. So I'm gonna go with rows next on the bench. Again, non-dominant side first. For rows, make sure you're not having your back go up in the air. Keep your chest square toward the floor. Inhale down, exhale back up. Make this seem more of a challenge. I'm gonna start with my hand facing me. I'm gonna rotate my hands neutral and then back down. More of a natural move for the back there. So, like I started here, you can go a stagger stance, or you can go feet even, whatever you feel best. Feet even, a little more core. Stagger stance, a little more power. I'm gonna go feet even, work the core a little more here. Make sure this arm on the bench is not in front of you or behind you. Make sure it's right under your shoulder, within its socket there. Put the pressure within the shoulder, not on the shoulder. So I'm gonna come back into here, inhale down, exhale back up. I don't wanna arch and pull up. Let the back do all the work. So I'm gonna start here, chest down, palm towards me, shoulders are engaged. Exhale. Right side here, same idea. Shoulders into my shoulder, arm and shoulder, hips are square, chest to the ground. Rows completed there. Next are our squats. So the dumbbells will always stay parallel to you. Nice wide stance. Total of 8 per side. Either arm first, doesn't really matter. They're just going to be a lever for a lift. So again, for these guys, we're not doing a deadlift, we're doing a squat. So knees are going to be bending. We're not bending over for our weight. Nice tall chest. Inhale down. Exhale back up. Make sure your back's not rounded. No scaredy cats allowed. Nice tall proud chest. Keep the weight on your back, not on your shoulder itself again. So for example, I want to go left side first, so I'm used to. So I'm going to come back down. Wherever my knees go with my toes, I want to come back up, force my knees outward. So I'm going to come down into my squat, grab my weight, exhale, inhale. Have those hips clear. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's 1 complete set. 2 more times. So now, same circuit. We're going back to our chest press here again. Same idea. The first time we went through was too light. This is the time to add weight. If you're stuck at home with 1 weight and it was too easy, add some reps. If it was too hard, lessen the reps. If you can, lighten the weight. And always cut back in the rest time too. Like I am now talking too much, but even make more of a challenge. This is the time to do it. That's 1 time through. We call it our field set. Now these 2 sets are max working sets. So we'll start off now. So same thing for me again. Left arm first, my non-dominant side. This time I'll go with my legs flat. A little more of a challenge for the hips. All right, round two, legs are flat there. One more stability, trying to keep yourself upright. This time, with my rows, I keep my palm neutral the entire time. A little more lats, a little less upper back. Same idea though, same stance. For me at least, I'm gonna go toes even, hand under my shoulder, going back to a row, neutral, the entire way through, chest square to the floor. Inhale down, exhale, back up. All right, each side done. Now the strong side. All right, left side and strong side done. Now the tightens. Very moving. All right, back to our squats. Left arm again first for me. Same idea. Knees and toes going the same way. Nice tall chest, nice tight core. Right, 2 rounds through. If you need water, go ahead and grab some water. Again, if you need to adjust your weight, you shouldn't this time around. Fatigue should set in. Don't overestimate. Form over weight. Make sure each body group is getting the amount of work they need. You're not forcing the reps or using unneeded momentum or force. This time for my chest press, I'm going to go with my knees at tabletop. Probably most challenging out of 3. I would say if you can, pick one way to do it the entire time. If you want to do all 3, be my guest. But better get used to one form. Next time through, next time through. So last time through, set 3. This is the money set. Finish strong. Cannot, too weak. My first set was a great example. Bite off more than you can chew. I haven't been in the weight room for a couple of months and I have to reevaluate my weight. So, point taken, ego's at the door, check that for sure. That was too tough for me, my legs were tabletop. My form would have suffered or used my lower back in ways I should not. So make sure again, pick the right weight and the right form for each set. Round 3, we'll go with our rows. I'm going to go with a twist again here, get more of a challenge for our last time. Okay, left side, left from the right side. right, rows and chest done. 2 out of 3. Last round for our squats. If you wanted to, you could do each one differently. I mean, next time you do this, do your squats first, then the rows. Squats are by far the hardest, so if you want to get them out of the way, go for it. And 8. All right. That's the main crux of the workout. We'll do a cool down kind of thing next. You can't go 3 times through. That's totally fine. 2 works. But next time, pick a weight, you can go 3 times through. All right. So last we'll do 3 workouts here for a total of 2 times through. Not quite a cool down, but more so we already fatigue ourselves with the major compound lifts with our bench press, our row, and our squats. Now it's time to dig deep afterwards and fatigue those muscles to the absolute max. So first things first, we'll do our shoulders. We're going to do front to side raises, alternating each time. I would say do your sides first, more of a challenge. Let's set the weight. With the weight, I'm going 12.5, which might be too much, but I guess only time will tell. I would say aim low for your first time through. Work on your form, shoulders, all about form. And do heavy and injure yourself. So I'm going to grab my weights here. Away. So feet even with our shoulders. Shoulders set back again. You want to have a sturdy cat back. Put the weight on your shoulders, on the traps, not on the joint itself. So I'm going to exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. So for the side, palms stay down. That's 1. Thumbs stay up. That's 1. Total of 8 here. 2. We don't want to go over our shoulders. I see a lot of this. That's way too far. No need for that. This is not Arnold's day. This is 2020. So we're going to go back up. 3, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. You should have a soft bend in your shoulders for each of the side and the front raises. So that's done with those there. After this will be our one-arm deadlifts, and then a kind of plank tricep circuit. That's upper body, lower upper body. I want to give myself a little bit of breather before I go back to upper body. So we're going to do the same dumbbell that I used for my previous circuit. You don't have to with the heavy, but if you can, go for it. We're going to do again your non-dominant side first for the hamstrings. Well, they're going to go your dominant side. So I'm going to go 8 per side again here. So I'll go from the side. Again, no security cat backs, nice tall back, glutes engaged. Front of the glutes to where you're looking. So we have a 45-degree hold in our grip. Don't want to be neutral or forward, just in the middle. Better for our shoulder, more natural. So when I come back, feet even with my shoulders, feet set. When you go down with your dumbbell, try to have your hands from the dumbbell over your toe. So my fingers to my toe. More of a stretch of the hamstring is the further you go from the body, but also you risk more lower back injuries too. So if you're experienced, give it a try. If not, keep the weight close you can to your body. right, deadlift's done there. Next, I'm going to use the same weight I use for my shoulders, for my triceps. We're going to do a tricep plank, high plank with an extension. So, high plank on my hands. You can go on these if you need to. I'm going to go hands for more of a challenge. I'll go on this side first so you can see it. Weights on this side. This hand, to get under our shoulder, is planted. Now I should do my non-dominant side first, but I'm facing the camera already, so I'll give it a rip. We'll come back up to a high plank though. Again, feet wider, easier, feet more narrow, more challenge. Nice straight back, nice tight core, then arm to 90. We'll kick back, 12 here. Inhale down, exhale back up. Okay, same idea. Hand under our shoulder. Plank up. We'll hold 90. Arms should not do any of this. Elbows pinned to your side. Then you're holding that towel between your body and your elbow. All right, one complete set, almost done. One more set here. Back shoulder raises. When you come back on the reps, go for it. I'm gonna aim for 8 again. Okay, last round. When you get tired, no swinging. Use those shoulders, what they're for. One more each. All right, shoulders complete. Last round for deadlifts. I'll do left side first again. My non-dominant side. All right, so when you grab water, go for it. All right, one more side. All right, 2 workouts done, 1 more to go. This time I'll do my left side first. Definitely felt more fatigue there. My workout, weaker side, so get out of the way. Get my right side, the last set for today. So we'll come back, same idea, chest square to the ground. Shoulders set, elbow set. Inhales in, exhale up. All right, last round. Sure we finish strong here, last time through. All right, that's it for our workout today. Hold on, a little sweaty. You can go at your own pace. Kind of watch it through the one time, take notes, do it at your own pace. I always try, if I can, to do it within 40 to 60 minutes. We'll cardio in with the 2. But again, adjust accordingly to the weights you need. Now, based on what you saw, use muscles you want to use. So muscle the weights up. Keep the weight on the muscles, not on your joints. Other than that, best of luck, and I'll see you guys next week.